What's going on, guys? This is JT here, back at you with another Hero Spotlight video. And as you guys know, I let you guys choose exactly what hero we want to talk about next. And you guys went ahead and chose Anubis. I freaking love Anubis, especially his new skin. Although it kind of looks like the new Plant Warrior skin as well. So I was kind of confused, like, what are they doing? They're just making the same exact skin on Anubis as well. But it is better than the lame football skin. Let's just be honest about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into Anubis' skill. Alright, Anubis' skill is Horror Show. So we got deals 320% attack damage to a maximum of 100 enemies, which is absolutely insane. He literally deals damage to 100 units at once. So what that means is, if you're going into a Guild Wars battle and you see 100 troops in the base, you throw down Anubis procs, he then takes out 100 troops. Very, very, very valuable. We also got reduces their attack by 44% for 10 seconds. So anytime Anubis procs and there's 6 heroes in the base, he is then going to automatically reduce their attack by 44%, which is absolutely insane. But not only that, that really means Anubis can almost fit in any lineup just for that simple matter of making all heroes deal 44% less damage, right? So we also got Hero also transforms for 12 seconds, gaining immunity to Silence and Calamity, reduces damage received by 80%, and reduces skill cooldown to 5 seconds, which is just insane. So you really don't need to build Anubis like, let's say, defensive with Sacred Light, because he's already reducing 80% of damage on proc, right? So we also got deals additional damage to all enemies equal to 11% of their max HP. So no matter how high you have Anubis' attack, that is always still going to dish in an extra 11% of their max HP, which is very nice, especially when you're dealing with heroes that are hard to kill, right? So we also have Hero can revive 3 times, each time with 80% HP. The hero can revive 3 times. One thing to note, make sure you don't put the revive talent on Anubis because it simply won't work. It'll only give you the extra stats. Not helpful at all. Revive talent and revive crest have no effect. Alright, so let's get into Anubis' top 5 talents. The number 1 overall talent, I know a lot of people are going to be surprised by my choice, but I've found this to be the most effective, and that is Wicked Armor. Alright, so Wicked Armor at level 9 raises the attack by 110% and limits the deflected damage to only 7,000. Why is that so important? Because in my experience, where I mainly use Anubis, or where he shines the absolute most, is in dungeons and also other game modes where he's attacking tons of different enemies. Well, you'll notice Wicked Armor, with only allowing him to take in 7,000 reflected damage, when he goes in and hits 100 total enemies, well, guess what? Those enemies that have Flame Guard, those enemies that have Blade Shell, whatever type of deflect they have, he's then not going to die instantly to that. Because you'll notice whenever you run Anubis in dungeons, anytime he procs, it is an instant death unless you're running Wicked Armor. That way he's not taking in as much damage from the reflect. My second favorite talent for Anubis is going to be Flame Guard. Let me go ahead and pull that up right here. So we got Flame Guard. Increases HP by 40%, which is very nice because remember, Anubis does revive 3 times. So the higher his HP, the better. Just gives him a little bit more survivability. But most importantly, the hero deflects 50% of damage taken, which is out of this world insane. And this talent, in my opinion, is my favorite talent, especially for Lost Battlefield, also for Guild Wars, and also Fortress Feud. Anytime you're dealing with, let's say, a fair-on fight, 6-on-6, like Lost Battlefield, or 5-on-5, whatever the case may be, Flame Guard is the best choice. And the reason why is because it really helps you kill Dovekeeper with Anubis, also mainly Lavanica. He goes absolutely berserk with Flame Guard, and it's just deflecting 50% damage, right? This guy revives 3 times, has 1,000,000 life, constantly deflecting damage. You can't go wrong with Flame Guard. My third favorite talent for Anubis is going to be Stealth. I feel like Stealth is a hidden good talent for Anubis that most people do not know about. It hasn't been tested out all that much. But remember, since Anubis revives 3 times, when HP is below 30%, it raises the attack by 200%. Oh, by the way, I wanted to make this clear. If you do decide to run Stealth as a main talent, you really need to run Empower as an insignia as well. Otherwise, Stealth just simply doesn't work as well. And the reason why is because let's say you're using stealth and the hero gets below 30%, it raises attack by 200%. Well, since it raises the attack by 200% while in stealth, you're gonna want that hero to proc, right? Well, having him proc, you can throw an empower in there. That way he gets a really nice damaging proc. Also, the attack speed is increased by 90% and becomes elusive for 4.5 seconds. It's just a really good defensive talent. At the same time, Anubis does take in a lot of damage always because he is getting stuff reflected at him since he's dealing damage to 100 different enemies, right? So yeah, in my opinion, stealth, third best talent. All right, so fourth, I'm going to go with War God. Now, the thing is War God it's still really good, but it gets outshined by other damaging talents at this day and age in Castle Clash. However, War God is a really good fit, in my opinion, for Anubis all in all, because he does revive 3 times. Having him dish out the most damage is a very good sign. It's really, like, these 4 talents are really close together, all 4 of them pretty much. So yeah, War God, self-explanatory. Increases attack by 140%. And last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and go with Vital Boon. And I feel like Vital Boon is a really good defensive talent, not only because it raises HP, it also removes the buffs as well, which is just super helpful all in all. So those are my top 5 talents. Alright, so let's get into Anubis's top insignias, and honestly, in my opinion, I mean, you can use any of the talents that I mentioned as insignias, but I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've been playing Castle Clash with Anubis now for over 2 years, maybe 3 years if that's how long he's been out, and I've only used 2 insignias. One being level 5 or higher Revitalize. Very important to have level 5. It's only level 4 as of in this video. That's because I'm on my free-to-play account, and unfortunately, I just don't happen to have a level 5 Revitalize on the free-to-play. Hopefully soon, one of these days. Come on, IGG, step your game up, baby! Alright, so my favorite insignia overall is going to be Revitalize. Hands down, Anubis is auto-proc, so having his energy start all the way at the start, that means right when you put him into battle, immediately all heroes' attack is then reduced by 40+%, but not only that, he's dishing out damage to 100 different troops. So very nice to have Revitalize. Other than Revitalize, I like to stick Empower on Anubis. The reason why I like to go with Empower is because he is auto-proc. What does Empower do? It gives you energy every second, right? You can't go wrong with that, especially when you basically want to keep the damage percentage on the other heroes that you're attacking. The 47, I believe it's 47% damage reduction. You want to keep that on all those heroes that you're fighting at all times. And what does Empower help you do? It helps you enable to do that because every 6 seconds that Anubis can proc, boom, that defense down is then placed on the hero. So that is why I like Revitalize and Empower. But like I said, if you don't have any of those insignias like I don't on my free-to-play account, you can go with any of the talents as well. Just mix and match what you got and what fits your Anubis the best. Alright, so let's talk about the top pets for Anubis. My number 1 choice for Anubis is going to be the Punching Box, and the reason why is because anytime you can increase Anubis's damage by 120%, and that's exactly what Punching Box does when he's maxed out. Of course, I am on my free-to-play again, so my Punching Box is not maxed out. But yeah, if you're dishing out an extra 120% damage, that's just going to help you fly through dungeons at a lot faster speed. However, if you're running other things like Lost Battlefield, Guild Wars, I would much rather go ahead and throw my man himself, Reapster, on Anubis. And one thing you'll know about Reapster is not only does it take away energy from the heroes, but Reapster comes out when a hero dies. Well, guess what? Anubis has 3 lives. So if you put Reapster on Anubis, and your Anubis dies 3 times back to back to back, you can actually then have out 3 Reapsters all at the same time, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's just a little bonus effect to have Reapster on Anubis, and it's really one of the best spots that Reapster fits, right? Because why not have 3 Reapsters at the same time? Alright, so let's get into my favorite enchantments for Anubis. Coming in the number 1 spot is going to be Victory Lunge. The reason why I like Victory Lunge so much, like I said in the past, the higher his damage is, the better. Remember, Anubis does damage to 100 different enemies, so when you're in dungeons, dishing out damage to 100 enemies, especially if you have Wicked Armor on Anubis, that way the damage isn't reflected as much. Victory Lunge just fits right into place because it kills those heroes a lot faster the more damage he does, right? But not only that, Victory Lunge also reflects 15% of all the incoming damage, which is very nice. Anytime you can get Reflect on Anubis, you're going to go ahead and want to take advantage of that opportunity. And the reason why is because dishing in all this, Anubis has all this damage coming in. why not reflect some damage on top of all the damage he is dishing out as well, right? My second favorite enchantment is going to be Energy Sap, and it's basically just like a handicapped Victory Lunge, right? Doesn't have the reflect damage, still has increased attack, and there's not all that many enchantments that fit Anubis in this game, and that's why I picked number 3. My number 3 one is going to be Cursed Battlefield, and you really don't seem to use, nobody really uses Cursed Battlefield on any hero in this game, right? Well, Anubis does have, normally is the hero that's in your lineup that is alive the longest, especially since it revives 3 times. So Cursed Battlefield, what it does is all enemy targets receive 10% more damage, which is insane, for 10 seconds when this hero is attacked. So anytime Anubis gets attacked, every single hero on the battlefield is then dealing out 10% more damage. Like I said, not the best enchantment, but doesn't really have that many heroes where this fits on, and Anubis is one of those heroes to where Cursed Battlefield does fit. And last but not least, we're just going to go with Malaise. Kind of a lame choice, but Malaise honestly fits on any hero in this game. So I was like, all right, if I'm going to pick what enchantment you should put on Anubis, you can't really go wrong with Malaise, because all in all, when you're in Lost Battlefield, not having anything heal is a very big bonus. So it can help out, especially if you're running a Flame Guard Anubis, no doubt, with the deflect. So yeah. Alright, so let's talk about what traits are good for Anubis as well. Now, honestly, I don't really like to stack HP or dodge on Anubis because, like I said, he already revives. You guys know this by now. I've said it 15 times. He revives 3 times. Well, since he revives 3 times, you really don't want to stack HP just because it's not necessary, right? You can get more out of other traits. The same with dodge. And what I like to stack is accuracy and also attack. Attack being probably the main slot, but you don't want to not put any accuracy on Anubis either, because it's very nice when he actually hits what he's attacking, right? So yeah, guys, we're going to go with attack and accuracy for traits on Anubis, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also, make sure that you guys leave me a comment in the comments below telling me what hero you want to see next. On top of that, make sure to follow me on Instagram at JTIsAllBusiness. By the way, boys, we got some merchandise coming soon. We got the sweatshirt coming with the JT logo on it, but not only that, we took a step forward and we got one time in 10 different languages. I went ahead and picked the top 10 countries that follow my YouTube channel and spelled one time out in their language. So yeah, this merch will be available soon. We also are going to have the one time t-shirt that looks very nice. We also got the JT on, we got the JT on the back that looks nice and sexy, especially for all you ladies out there or strong men that like to wear pink one time. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I am out of here for now. Peace out.